रोहित राजवाला ना, एक उधर टर्न कर लीजिए या एक आप स्लाइड चेंज करिएगा।
Hello everybody, good morning. My name is Rohit Raj. The topic of my presentation is power of habit. And I will do the introduction part. First of all, I would like to thank our teacher, Neha ma'am, who gave me the opportunity. Okay. So the second slide is about the author. Charles Duhigg is an American journalist and non-fiction author. He was a reporter at New York Times and he also been a Pulitzer Prize winner. Next, what is habit? Habit is a report of behavior. A habit is a report of behavior that what is habit? Habit is a report of behavior that everyone tends to occur subconsciously. So how many you decided to go for a workout, you become successful for 1 week, 1 day or even a month, but you find yourself very hard to keep those changes for a long time. So through the power of habit, you will learn how to overcome with bad habit and form a new and positive ones. Next slide. And scientists say that when habit appeared, your mind always looking for your brain is always looking for the best ways to save effort. So habit, that is habit. And to see next slide. More the work that we perform every day, 40% are the habit, like brushing, making our bed, and the work that we perform every day, 40% are the habit, like making our bed, brushing, washing. We can do it in subconscious way. So next slide. Here we come to about the story part of Lisa Allen. We will know how she overcome with their bad habit to form a new and positive ones. She was 34-year-old woman, and she was also the favorite part of the participant of the scientist. And when she started drinking and smoking when she was 16-year-old, and she also struggled obesity, and she also had debts. And when she was in her mid-20s, when she was in her mid-20s, she also had debts of $10,000. And next slide. But now she is lean and with no outstanding debts, and she stopped drinking and smoking 4 years ago. And she also when she was young, she cannot work anywhere for at least 1 year or even less. But now she is at a graphic design firm for 39 months. So scientist is curious to know what make her change, and so she started telling her stories, her past life, what make her change. So she tells that when she was living in Cairo, then her husband come one day after work and tell her that she is leaving her because she is in love with another woman. So that make Lisa so broke. She started drinking and smoking, and she started drinking and smoking, and after that she also visit that husband girlfriend house for drunk and shouting and screaming. So yes, uh, then one day Lisa decided how can he change herself. She wanted to change herself, and she wanted a goal in her life. So sitting in a taxi one day, she decided to go to Egypt for a trip and also a desert trek. So she go there, and she didn't even know the name of the desert. Because none of things that matter, because she wanted something to focus on. So after that, next slide. She wanted something to focus on, and then she decided to quit smoking to accomplish her goal. She smoking quit smoking. She decided to quit smoking to accomplish her goal. She ran. She shifted smoking with jogging, and she shifted smoking with jogging, and also decided to taking good diet, give fresh sleep, and also so many things. So 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 after that, scientists know that after that scientists discover about the brain of Lisa Allen. How she overcome? They saw that in her brain there is a new pattern overridden by old behavior. So according to scientists, the change did not happen in Cairo or a trip or desert trek, but the change happened when Lisa decided to quit. When Lisa decided to quit at least one habit, that is smoking. So that's the story of Lisa, and thank you all for listening.
She decided to change one habit, and with that, ripple of habits started following. मतलब ये बात आपको change की और बाकी आप automatically वो follow करने लगे, जैसे jogging करना शुरू कर दी, ठीक है, healthy खाना शुरू कर दी. फिर ये important message है production में कि आप एक चीज को अगर आप पकड़ लीजिए, बाकी छोटा-छोटा चीज अपने आप follow करना शुरू करें. Presentation was good. Despite some grammatical mistake like she went to Cairo. आप क्या बोलते हैं she go to Cairo. ठीक है, पास्ट हो गया ना, पास्ट she went to Cairo. फिर आप कहीं ना grammatical mistake ज्यादा है. तो आप थोड़ा verb पे थोड़ा work करिए. Verb की नहीं, subject और agreement आप करो. ठीक है, आपको YouTube चैनल पे आके आधा घंटा 1 घंटा का वीडियो मिल जाएगा और ज्यादा कंटेंट मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, डायरी बनानी चाहिए, पेपर के नीचे जिसका verb subject verb agreement वीडियो चैनल खोल करके चेक कर लीजिए वो आपका ठीक है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट ये तो क्या एक और सजेशन, थोड़ा बोलने से लगे. देखिए आपका आवाज का टोन बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन बॉडी लैंग्वेज से आप थोड़ा साइड नहीं चलते. यस, तो बॉडी लैंग्वेज थोड़ा स्ट्रांग. बाकी पेज में कहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सब चीज बोले भी आप, लेकिन बॉडी लैंग्वेज से पता चलता है कि आप वेरी शाय हैं. ये तो बोलना पड़ेगा.
Good morning, everyone. I am Abhijit Prasad. I am a BCOM student from CIMAGE College, Patna, in a sixth semester. And thank you for giving this opportunity. My topic is the power of habits, chapter 1, the power of individual. And thank you to Matt who has given me the opportunity for this. And about the book was enjoyable and it was nice with the chapter 1, 2, and it was a story of engine and rat and experiment of a rat and engine all about the engine memory loss with the enemy's amnesia, which was a problem of memory loss and bad habits. How to remove the bad habits from the life. It was a book, and it was a author was Charles and Bihar and February 2012. Publisher New York Times. And the part 1 it was an engine, and the engine he was an old man of 60 years old, 50 to 60, which was he was he was forget his son name son with in the first day of memory loss, and he was a case of some virus which was called and this here something this was destroyed a memory in a brain which was stored and in the brain. This then engine got in the next week next day in Eugene, and then Eugene got next week was he was high temperature in 105 degrees Celsius almost, and he was sweating he was admitted in the emergency room and yellow swelling was there in the bed by the vomiting and something to the salad. Then he was remember forgot all the things about his sons and daughters also, and they got the doctor say it was difficult to recover this situation, and then he was give the to tell his wife wife name is bravery. He told bravery, and he told that doctor told that he was not he was brave for the Eugene to the next some days, and he doesn't give any medicine, but he give a medicine for the stoppage of the viruses in the brain, and don't to the thus more dangerous. And he was going to the coma in the last in the more 10 days, and he was recover more quickly than others will recover. Then the engine is a person who was to recover and come home for the weeks, and then he was he is going. He was watching history channels and the I eat bacon and eggs in the morning, and he was going for one day he was going for a walk, and he was the wife think so he was forgot his road, and he for the wife he was not seen, then he was tense and confused to what happening at the time. But in a 15 minutes he was come back to the home, and he see the engine was in the watching the TV in the living room, and then he lay square. He was a professor of the engine, professor of the MIT, and he was to the doctor in charge of the Eugene, and he was same experiment on the HM was a patient of the square in the MIT, and he is to the he was a doctor of an neurology surgeon, and he checked Eugene, and he was checked all the routine and the cue and reward of the Eugene, and then he was part two was the that which was told back in the story for the Eugene characters also, and that is the experiment for in the these chapters, and that is a experimental subject to which he was a mage in the mage in a T shape, where the clip and reward also here, and check the brain of that how he performed in the some days, and after the some days he was performing to the normal. He know how to get reward where is the reward is taken, where is the reward is here. I'm sorry, how the reward was get, and the first few down the brain is highly fluctuated, and the first and second click, then first section is high and the second section also high. Chocolate is a reward, and then for some days, after some days, the after second round several rounds, the click is high, and the first section is low, and the second section is brain of the low, and the third is reward is always same in the same category, is high. Therefore, and the third is again he was taken to the Eugene, and Eugene give Eugene is to the some checkup for the brain memory, and the given square give the tools pictures shapes in the 16 shapes and 8 pairs, which was some normal people was trip his get a reward in the some few rounds, and monkey gets monkey reward in 8 to 10 days, but Eugene is get 36 days or 36 days. He get a to the 95% almost. He was covered that it was a correct answer. Then he queued return queued and routine, and reward is the same almost. And part 4 is get wife have some advantage. Some know that he was not more in a life, but he was good in 2009 he was ill, and in 2008 the wheelchair was in the Eugene in a wheelchair, which was he know his daughter is he know his daughter name and face by the routine talk of in the part 3 routine talk was taken just like a shape and a cube shape to check to go and queue and click queue and routine and reward, just like he was a daughter talk daily in the morning to in the morning time when he was going to she was going to the school. Then in the after the in 2008 some 8 he was in a wheelchair, and he was died in the normal stages. And the power of habit helps you to understand why habits are the core of everything you do. and how you can change them, and what impact that you will on your life, our society, and our businesses. And thank you.
Few suggestion for you also, Abhijit.